Happy quarantine, everyone. Just going to be looking over what I'm expecting and how to do this little task I've set out. It's not as bad as it actually looks. I'm not going to bother about reading and writing files or anything for this one. Really, this is about testing you on your knowledge of standard algorithms. So what we've got is we've got an array of, it says 15, it's meant to be 10 people there. Just write that in, and that's it. That's all we're going to use. Not reading from a file, just using that. From there, I want you to use the find minimum, find max, and linear search, counting occurrences. And this one is just adding to an array, which is something we did at Nat5. And there's also a 6 input validation here, which is again something we've done at Nat5. That's while loops, and it relates to this stop bit here. Now, we are using procedures as in the def bit, but we're not using functions today. Function difference between them is function has a return, procedures doesn't. So most of the code we've done has returns, and you need to return it. You need to return the file, use that, return the array, display it or whatever. Don't worry about that. Just do, you know what, I'll get a bit of code up. So let's just say you did def min. I'm not going to write the whole thing, so you would put your name of your array or whatever there, and then you go down, and then you just, once you write all your code, so you write all your code, you could have loads of line at the bottom, just print out what the array is. Don't worry about returning it or anything. So we're still using functions, sorry, we're still using procedures, but we're not actually using them as functions. Whole point of this is to test you on your standard algorithm knowledge. I've actually got the program up here. I'm not going to show the answers, I'm just going to show how it works, because it might be, try to make it clear, but it might be a little bit confusing. So here it is here. It prints out what the age list is to begin with. You don't need to do that, it's just for me. And it gives you a bunch of options. Now, you could validate it if you want, so it takes in lowercase letters, but I'm not asking for that right now. Really, so what action do you want to carry out? If you type in min, it will find the lowest age in this array. So the lowest age is 2. Minimum value is 2. What action do you want to carry out? Let's say we want to carry out max. It will say it's 100 because that's the oldest person here. It's looping through this array. Now, this is actually, input validation is happening right now. It's looking for the word stop. It's an if statement inside a while loop. But when I type in stop, the whole thing will stop. But for now, we're using the if statement. I'll just show off the other things first. Let's say count, enter the age you want to count. Let's count them with actual multiples. Let's say 16. I think there's a couple people. Yeah, 16. There are 2 instances of 16. What action do you want to carry out? Let's go for search. What age do you want to search for? There is a problem if you write 16, it will only return this one, but that's okay, don't worry about it. For now, we're just going to, same with 25 actually. We'll just say 4 for now. 4 was found at position 4. Remember, it starts at position 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's correct. What action do you want to carry out? We'll say add. So this is the append function. What age do you want to add? Doesn't really matter what you write, we'll just go 101. The new age list is, and you know what, we'll show that the other ones still work, that the other functions are using this new age list, and we'll say let's find the max. So if we find max, the maximum value is 101. If you want to stop this, like I said, you just type in stop and it will end the input validation and the program ends. And that's really it. So it should only be able to take you a few hours, hopefully. It looks a bit intimidating, but once you get into it, if you use the tracks booklet, all the answers are there. It's actually a lot easier than the coursework. Again, this is just so I have evidence that all of you guys know about standard algorithms. Right, thank you, bye.